All right, welcome everyone. Happy Friday. So today's call was basically just to go through the community and break down everything that I've put in there currently. Um, Everything is not completed, it's just the beginning, so I will be adding on to the community and in the modules. So, okay, so here's a little background about me. Um, Disclaimer though, first thing I do want to mention is that I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm not a grief counselor. It's not my profession by any means. Does that interest me? Yes, but I'm not there yet. Me creating this community is basically based off of my own grieving experiences and the experience of not having that outlet, that community, the people that I needed to hear what I was going through, what I was feeling, and the thoughts that I was having. I did have experiences where I tried to open up with people and where they just, I guess it's more of them not understanding because they're not or they haven't gone through that process. And so they don't know the right things to say. And the things that they would say sounded more self-serving than it was comforting me. And so, God placed it in my heart. He said, if you can't find your people, have them come to you. And so, me curating this community was or is a great opportunity for me to be able to reach out to anyone who is in this process for a long time, for a short time, or is anticipating that grieving journey because you know that you're about to lose someone. Um, that's why I created this community, just to have a safe space for us to come together, for us to learn about grief and to grow through the grief together. And so the things that I would be providing are things that I've researched on my own, that I've learned on my own, because in this journey, I needed to understand myself. I needed to understand what I was going through. And so that's where all this drive came to be able to share this with people. And again, by no means am I a professional licensed counselor or grief therapist. I am just a human being with a heart for those who are grieving that has their own grieving in their heart. And I just want to share that with everyone. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to share my screen so that we can go through the community. All right, hopefully you guys can see my screen. So I can't widen my screen any bigger, but that's fine. So first of all, if you have joined my community, you have definitely stopped by the About page. And basically, that's just a video telling you just a little bit about this community and why I started it and a little bit about my background. When you go to the community, there are some things that I implemented in here for your use. So if you look here at the categories, these are the categories in which you can post something, right? And I categorized it so that it's specific to whatever it is that you're posting. So, for example, if you're new here, you're definitely going to post in the introduction and welcome section, and that's where everybody would be responding to you and welcoming you. In the grief journeys, basically what I wanted that to be is you just sharing your grief journey, whatever stage you're in, whatever moment, whatever emotion that you're in. It's just for you, again, there's a safe space for you to be able to go in there and actually just share. The creative healing, that was something that I wanted to incorporate my love and passion for craftiness and creativity, which I am doing on the side as my business. I wanted to incorporate that into this because for me, creativity and crafting things has been something that I use as an outlet for me to just focus on and help me to just calm down and be at peace. So hopefully that's something that you guys can share as well. And so in this section, if there's anything that you do to help in your healing process, creative wise, and that could be music, that could be anything that you do. It could be in journaling and writing, painting, whatever the case may be. You could post that in there. And support and encouragement, what I like that to be is if you notice in my Some of my daily posts here, vulnerability is not a weakness. Community is much more than belonging. Celebrate yourself today. These are just posts um, for to do exactly what it says, to support and encourage. And I like to do that daily as much as I can. And guys, you are free to also post in there so that you are supportive and encouraging to others. Okay. The tips, tools for healing. That'll be just some ways to help to go through the process. Again, this is not just me running this. You guys can go in there and definitely share what are some of the things that you've done that have helped you. And you can share that there as well. In memory lane, this is something that I want to share on a special day where, and it could be for any time, but in my creative mind, I'm just thinking of having a special day where we just come together in the community and share a special photo of our loved one and just write a beautiful memoir or a beautiful message or a beautiful note to them or just describing who they are in their life. And that's what Memory Lane is for. Ask and share advice. Again, that's if you have any questions or need any advice. Community challenges or goals. Those are going to be mostly based on what we do in the classroom, where I challenge you guys to answer a certain question, a poll or some sort. Announcements is like, again, for the web, not the webinar. I'm sorry, for anytime I'm hosting a Zoom call or if there's any changes in the community, announcements will be there and you guys can also post in there as well. And celebrating growth. So if there's any moments where you feel like you've grown in this process, you can post in there as well too. So guys, please remember that this is a community, this is a collaborative community where I'm not the only one leading this. You guys are leading this too, and we are doing this together. All right. So in the classroom, and again, this is not a complete version yet. I am still updating this, but this is where you're going to start your journey here. And basically, we have an introduction to the community, and basically the reason for me creating it, who I am, how it all got started. So I created a video on how it all got started. It's about 2 minutes. And then what I'll do is sometimes I will ask you guys to engage after you watch a video because the community is all about engagement, and that's the whole point of this. So as much as engagement as you can also gives you a lot of leader board points so that you can move on to other things in the classroom. And then community tour. So this is just like a written version of everything that's in this community so that if you forget, you can always go back and find out the dashboard, what's the leaderboard for, and we'll go there. The classroom, which is where we are now, we'll talk about the calendar, we'll talk about posting, sharing, and engaging. So the homepage is basically when you click on community, right? That's there. That is your dashboard. And the leaderboard, if you click here, leaderboard, this will show you, this is mine, but this will show you what level you are. And this is based off of your engagement with the community. It's based on how many likes you get, based on what you comment and what you post. So people like, and that's how you get your points. Okay. And if you notice, they all have a theme to it. So I tried to fit that with this journey. So that's your leaderboard. And then you can see here who is in the top five or the top 10. All right, let's go back. So the classroom is where we are, and I'm going to talk about that right now because next week we're starting phase one here, and I'll talk about this in a minute. In this section here are going to be free resources and tools. Now, what I did give you guys, the first 25 people who joined, free access to my ebook, Letters to Heaven, A Healing Through Journey. And this is in my Etsy page as well because I am selling it, but I decided to give it to you guys for free, just for thanking you for joining my community and just something that you can start using as we start this journey. And I will be updating this. I'll be throwing some more resources in here. Some may not be free, because I'm still, building more things, but I will be putting a lot of free resources in here. And then the blueprint, which I am going to work on a visual because I'm a visual learner. and I like to see things, in a nice, pretty, colorful way. So I just broke it down according to what I'll be doing for each week in this journey in the classroom. And if you notice, there are phases here, and this is basically the blueprint for, if I look here, right here. So the key features are members can move at their own pace with no pressure to complete steps in a set time frame. Because remember, grief is not something that it has a start and a finish, right? And sometimes the middle of the grief, it happens to be in the beginning, or the beginning happens to be the middle. Like it's not something that's linear. And so it's a flexible timeline. Your progress is personalized. Please, this is your journey, okay? Opportunities for members to tailor activities and goals to their unique grief journey. Guys, make this your own. This is your journey. Again, whatever I post and create, again, you can take that and make it your own and modify it to your needs and your journey. Empower transformation. By the end of the blueprint, members will feel more connected, resilient, and purposeful. Now, I don't want you to think that the end of the blueprint means that this is the end of your journey. No, because we all know, and if you're in this process of grief, it's not over, right? And it's just getting you a little bit closer to whatever goal that you're trying to reach in this process. I know that grief can make you feel stuck at times and make you feel like you don't know how to move forward. And so this blueprint is just helping you to break free from that mindset and that feeling of you can't move on. And, and please don't take this wrong, but by moving on does not mean you're forgetting your loved one. So I don't want you to think I'm saying that. What I'm saying is moving from feeling stuck and being stuck and taking that grief and using that pain and just be purposeful with it. And so that is the point of the empowered transformation. Okay. So that is the key features. And these are the phases that we will be going through. And that's where these are here, the modules. Now, phase one is the one that I'm going to start on Monday. And basically, what I'm going to do is for 5 days, right, starting Monday to Friday, each day I'm going to post a video that focuses on that specific day. So if you look, each day has a lesson plan. Okay. Now, will this change? Maybe, depending on when I create my video, if something drops into my spirit, or if there's something that needs to be changed because you guys are asking for it, whatever the case may be. This is basically what I'm going to use as a guideline, but I will post a video. There is the lesson and activity that you guys will do, and then an engagement strategy that you guys will go post in the comments or in your journal. Okay. And each day has its own lesson. And that is the classroom. All right. So the calendar, if you see, there's only one event, and that was today's event. Because I'm working on figuring out the best way to connect with you guys, and the best times and days so that the majority of us can join. So we'll get there. But that's where I will post any Zoom calls that we will have. All right. The other thing I want to mention in the community is the VIP module. This one is going to be a paid module. I have not set the price yet because, again, this is something that I'm working on and truly considering all aspects before I make a decision. But this module, I want it to be an opportunity because, again, the purpose of me creating this community is for us to come together and share and actually um, heal with each other and be able to share stories and hear each other's stories and feed each other, support each other. And what I want this to be, and I'll just click on it so you guys see it. Oh, maybe you guys can't see it. If I edit it, let me see. Um, I want you guys, so we're going to come together as a community to share stories, offer encouragement, explore tools for healing. These are going to be intimate sessions that provide a safe space to connect, reflect, and grow as we navigate the journey from pain to purpose together. So that is my vision for this. Um, and that would be Zoom calls, okay, where I would put you guys in breakout rooms. Where you guys can actually come together and just share in smaller settings. So that is my goal, and that would be a paid module coming soon. Okay. All right, for now, I think that is it for the classroom. I did want to go over the guidelines, the community rules here. So these I really want you guys to stick with. And again, I'm going to stick with them too as well. So if this applies to me, so if there's anything that you feel that I am not following here, please let me know. You know, I always used to tell my students, the teacher is not always right. Sometimes the teacher makes mistakes. Just respectfully let her know. I used to always tell them that. So the same thing with me. If you notice that I am not following any of these rules, please just respectfully let me know and I will fix that. So making sure we respect each other. We are not self-promoting any links or anything like that. No judgment zone, definitely no judgment. We are not here to judge the way people grieve and the way people feel. Use positive, uplifting language. Yes, I have to fix that. That is a typo. But I want people to be okay with sharing their struggles. But I also want you to be able to maintain a tone that fosters hope, encouragement, and growth. So we want to make sure, and I know it could be difficult sometimes not to um, when you're trying to express really what you're feeling, you may come off negative, but just try your best to be, positive and uplifting. Stay on topic. So making sure you're posting your comments are relevant to the purpose of the community. For example, no spamming, no off-topic posts or promotional content. This one's a really good one. Be mindful of triggers, which I know it can be a sensitive thing since we don't know everyone's situation. While open sharing is encouraged, be sensitive to topics or language that might be triggering to others. Use content warnings when appropriate. So I'm going to just be giving an example. Um, right after I lost my mom, I struggled with people saying just, that common phrase like, oh, I'm dead, oh, I'm dying. And those are things that people say joking around. But for me, because I had just lost my mom, those words and those statements and those phrases were super triggering for me. And I could not be around people. And I would tell them, could you please stop talking like that in front of me? So we just have to be mindful of certain things that might trigger people. Okay. No harassment or hate speech. So yes, no discrimination, hate speech, or targeting anyone based on race, religion, gender, orientation. And please participate positively, positively. Share creatively and report concerns. If you notice behavior that violates these rules, please kindly report it to me. Okay. And most of you already have signed off on that in the community. So this is it, guys. This is the start. I will be posting. So now I'm gonna stop sharing for a moment. I am gonna be posting a um, preview video for Mondays for phase one next week for acknowledging grief. Basically, just to run down again what you guys are expected to do for each day. And I will go through that for everyone and that will be shared. I know right now I am recording, so this will also be shared with anyone who was not able to attend, which is okay. I know everybody's busy at this time of the day. But yes, so I'm very excited, guys. I am blessed and I am honored. I am so humbled to be in this position, and I cannot lie to you that I'm not going to tell you that I'm not nervous or, just a little bit. In the sense of like, and I put this in one of my posts, I want to make sure that I'm helping you. I want to make sure that what I say, what I do is benefiting you guys and not setting you back or making you feel like I'm not um I'm not serving you, basically. And again, just letting you know that, reminding you that I'm not a professional. I'm not licensed therapist. I'm just someone with a heart for those who are grieving losses because I have my own in my heart that I also struggle with, but am taking this journey and I am using it to teach me about myself, to grow myself, and to understand that it's okay, that this is life. It's okay to embrace the pain, but we need to take that pain and turn it into something purposeful. And so thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. Bye. Love you guys.